Some episodes may contain graphic content or sensitive topics, while all episodes will consistently feature offensive language and absurd speculations from two opinionated women on a spiritual journey just trying to figure shit out. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome. My name is Sharon, and I'm here with my lovely co-host, Heather.
Hi.
And we want to welcome you to Hexhaven.
Welcome back to part 3 of Tarot. We hope you enjoyed parts 1 and 2. So now we're going to wrap it up with this episode. Some crazy, exciting stuff happened during the recording of this episode. And we decided not to edit it out, and we left it all in for you guys to hear. That's why we kind of had to break this into 3 parts. But we hope you enjoy it as much as we did. And thank you for listening.
So now we'll move to number 14, which is Temperance.
Okay. So this is a person, I think maybe a woman, I don't know, but a person in a white gown that has like a triangle on it. They have wings. There's something, maybe they have a headpiece, I don't know. And then they have like 2 glasses that they're pouring water from one into the other. Mm-hmm. Their foot is in like a river, and then behind them's a meadow. There's some flowers. There's a trail leading up a mountain, and then a ray of light.
Yep. So an angel who is both masculine and feminine. It is a symbol of integration and harmony. Her robes with a triangle inside of the square. The triangle represents humanity. The square is the material world and natural law. Together, they show a human operating within earthly limits.
Wow, natural law. That's something Aleister Crowley talked about a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? Natural law.
So the angel has 1 foot on land and 1 on water. The land equates to groundedness and practicality, and the water equates to intuition, flow, and emotional presence. The winding path symbolizes a lifelong journey, and the pouring between the cups symbolizes alchemy, blending, mixing, and harmonizing energies to create something new and more valuable.
Wow, okay.
So keywords: balance, moderation, patience, and purpose. General meaning: this card is an invitation into a time of balance, calm, and intentional moderation. It's a call to stabilize your energies and let life flow through you without force or resistance. It's the middle ground. You avoid extremes, choosing compromise over argument. It's a time of patience. Trust timing and allow things to unfold naturally. And it is also a call to restore order, gathering your life back up into balance after a time of upheaval, stress, or binging. Upright meanings: for love, it's an indicator of a coming time of peace, mutual respect, and a balance in a relationship. A conflict may be softening. Communication goes back to more of an equilibrium. Issues may come to a resolution through mutual cooperation. If single, you are creating internal balance that will naturally attract a partner that is aligned with your values. For money, it's all about steady, substantial financial health. Your finances are balanced. It's a call to practice moderation in spending for now. No risky investments or impulsive spending. Your slow, steady saving habits or budgeting is about to pay off for you. And then for career, it's a green light for long-term goals and patient progress. You have the persistence needed to advance. Your collaboration is locked in, and you're excelling at being the peacemaker right now. It's a reminder not to rush your opportunities because the right one is worth waiting for.
Okay.
Okay, reversed. In love, it's a sign of imbalance, extremes, and emotional reactions. One or both partners could be giving too much or too little. It's basically just a misalignment within the relationship. Conflicts could be escalating quickly. Maybe one person is unwilling to compromise. You may be swinging between extremes, sometimes too often, other times too guarded, too hot, too cold, that kind of thing. This is what's making it hard to attract a healthy connection. In money, a reverse pull is a sign of overspending, financial extremes, and lack of discipline. You're being tempted into risky spending habits and impulsive decisions. It's a call to reevaluate your budget and align it with your actual income. Live within your means.
Right? Yes.
Career. It's an indicator of burnout or tension in the workplace. You could be overworking or underworking. Your projects may be disorganized. It's basically a time to take a step back, to restore your work-life balance, and do some self-care. Personal reflections. This card is a check on whether or not you are achieving balance and harmony in the moment. And now we are on to another dreaded tarot card. Number 15, the Devil.
Ooh. Okay. Okay.
More naked people with ball sacks.
Oh, yes, and that's why I giggle, because his ball stack is even droopier than the last guy's. I mean, but, okay, so there's a man and a woman that have little devil horns, and they have, like, red hair and, like, red tails. And they're chained around the neck to this flock that a devil, half man, half devil creature, winged creature with like ram horns is sitting on, and he's holding some kind of flaming sword or something.
I think it's a torch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yes, a flaming sword.
A flaming sword.
AKA torch.
Right?
The magical part of me wanted it to be a flaming sword.
Right?
But damn it, it is a torch.
It's a torch.
Yep. And the background of it's all black, so it's a very like dark colored card.
Yeah. He is, in his other hand that's not holding the torch, he's doing like the symbol that I know to be equated with belief in aliens.
I thought that's like, isn't that like the Star Trek sign?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Star Trek?
I think that's the Star Trek sign.
I thought it was an alien thing.
No, I think it has something to do with Star Trek.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm going to look it up. I'm nerdy, but not that nerdy.
And then the other notable thing that we missed here is there is a reversed pentagram sitting on, like, above his head.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then...
Yeah, it's from the Star Trek.
Star Trek?
Yep, the Star Trek hand sign, known as the Vulcan salute, is a raised palm forward hand with fingers parted between the middle and the ring finger, accompanied by the phrase, "Live long and prosper."
Yes, and I swear, did I put something about that in there? Because once you said Vulcan salute...
Leonard Nimoy introduced the gesture in the Star Trek original series episode in 1967. I just know that. You ever watch The Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
I see it on there a lot. They will do it on there, and they're big fans of that Leonard Nimoy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
So the two chained people, yes, the man's tail is fire.
Okay.
But the woman's tail is like grapes.
Grapes, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The horned goat-like figure is inspired by Baphomet. The pedestal he sits on symbolizes shadow, instinct, and the parts of ourselves that we repress. The two chained figures echo a shadow form of the Lover's card.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then something else, their chains are loose, and they appear to be relaxed. This is purposeful. They could slip out, but they don't. The dark background is a symbol of the unconscious and the hidden or taboo. So keywords on this one.
So they like to be chained up. Okay.
They certainly ain't trying real hard to leave.
No, they ain't. You do you, boo.
Keywords: shadow self, addiction, restriction, materialism, temptation, and self-imposed bondage.
There it is. Self-imposed bondage.
Right. General meaning. This pull could point to being trapped in a cycle that feels unescapable, but the real prison is a limit that you've imposed on yourself that isn't necessary or good for you in the long run. This is a moment of confronting unhealthy attachments, addictive patterns, and limiting beliefs. It isn't moral judgment, it's simply a mirror. The devil shows where you've been giving up your power, usually unconsciously. This is an invitation to reclaim it. The chain is loose and escape is possible. But first, harness the awareness. It often signals feeling controlled or stuck, choosing short-term pleasure over long-term well-being, and ignoring your intuition in favor of false comforts. Upright meanings. For love, the devil upright points to something intense in a relationship. There is an unhealthy dynamic. It could be an obsession, a codependency, or a power imbalance. It could also point to sexual intensity that is thrilling, but not exactly stable.
Thrilling, but not stable.
Yeah.
Story of my life.
So, if single, it could point to you drawing in the wrong people or being confused between desire and compatibility.
Oh, yeah.
It's an indicator that you are ready to break a toxic pattern. For money, it's materialism or feeling controlled by money or by the lack of it. It points to overspending to soothe your emotions, guilty, debt or bills that feel suffocating, or tying your comfort to expenses outside of your means. It's a call to examine where your money becomes a chain instead of a tool. For career, it indicates burnout, a toxic environment, or feeling trapped. You could be in a job that drains you but pays well. Maybe a controlling workplace dynamic or staying in your role out of fear of the unknown. Perhaps there are unhealthy coping mechanisms coming out around stress at work.
Okay.
Reversed meanings. So the upright, usually I'd say with most cards, the upright is the positive,
right.
And the reverse is the negative. But that's not the case with all of them. Obviously, those upright ones were pretty negative.
Well, and not all the reverse are negative.
And no.
It's just a different way to look at something.
Sure. Yeah, so like this one. The reverse meanings for love. The devil reverse is the moment that you finally see the pattern and decide to break it. You're done letting it rule you. You feel called to release those toxic dynamics and codependent relationships. You are ready to choose relationships that align with your growth and renegotiate boundaries. You can recognize the red flags, or perhaps you are healing old attachment wounds. For money, reverse indicates that you are reaching financial freedom, clarity, and healthier habits. You're breaking out of those old debt cycles and the emotional spending. You've made or are ready to make an honest commitment to long-term stability over the short-term comfort. In career, this is the jailbreak.
Okay.
You are leaving a toxic work environment or breaking free from that burnout cycle. You've already gained the clarity, and you realize you aren't stuck in this unhealthy job or position. It can also indicate healing workaholic tendencies or reclaiming your identity outside of productivity, which is a really hard one for me. It's the moment that you lose those chains.
Okay.
And so I really do like this card because it's like, yes, the upright meanings are not a great sign. In the reverse meanings, like, those bad things that happen in the upright are still happening, but it feels more liberating for you. Like, you've already identified and overcome that fear of breaking the chain.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Okay, yeah.
Personal reflections, this is not an indicator that things are doomed. It's a card that asks you to take a long, hard look at what binds you. If it's upright, it's a bit negative, like I said, but again, it's a call to be real with yourself because you already know the right path. Stop limiting yourself or staying for comfort over long-term stability. Number 16. This is a rough one. The tower.
So this is a tower. Like, looks like it's up high on a mountain.
Yep.
Something has happened, like maybe it's struck by lightning or some kind of fire, some kind of tragedy. And there's two people that I don't know if they were pushed out or jumped out of the tower. I don't know. But they're exiting the tower. And it looks like maybe the top of the tower is blown off. The sky in the back is black, but there's like clouds maybe of smoke around it.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So the people are leaping from the tower in terror.
Okay.
And then the jagged rocks that frame the base of the tower make a pretty sinister assumption for the leaper's fate.
Right, yeah.
The flames in the windows indicate sudden upheaval and the collapse of what you previously considered stability. There's a crown that's blasting off the top of the tower. This is ego and false structures or an illusion being stripped away. And then the whole card is a show of cosmic intervention. It was, the lightning did strike the tower.
Okay.
So it wasn't like, anything could be done to stop that.
Wasn't arson.
Yeah. I mean, nobody set the tower on fire. Nobody pushed nobody out a window.
Okay.
But yeah. So the keywords on this one: sudden change, upheaval, revelations, chaos, awakening, or the breakdown of false beliefs. General meaning. The tower represents a dramatic and unavoidable shift. The kind that is really going to shake things up, but ultimately bring you to freedom. This is the moment when the illusions collapse and truth finally comes to light. You recognize how well-known structures were built on a shaky foundation. This is the universe clearing what no longer serves you. It looks grim, but this is not a punishment. It's liberation through disruption. Think of a forest fire and the rebirth that can come from the ashes. Your belief system may be crumbling, or a long-avoided truth makes itself unavoidable at this point. Take this card as a course correction. Upright meanings. In love, this pull indicates a sudden revelation about your relationship. Maybe something that you can no longer deny requires confrontation. It also indicates endings that expose what have been unstable. A relationship may be undergoing a dramatic shift, one meant not to punish, but to clear the false illusions. If single, perhaps a long-held belief about love has been shattered, or you are opening space for a more authentic connection. It's a moment when the false foundations collapse in order for real intimacy to move in. For money, an upright pull indicates an unexpected disruption in your money flow. Maybe a job loss, unpredicted expenses, or a financial shock. It's a call to focus on budgeting, planning, and relying on stable income paths. While this moment may feel destabilizing, it will bring sustainable financial growth. And then career, it's a symbol of the collapse of a career path that can no longer continue. Maybe a role change, it could also be a layoff, maybe a leadership of upheaval at work, or some kind of dramatic shift in the workplace dynamic.
Okay.
Yeah. Reverse meanings. In love, reverse indicates the shakeup that you've needed but been avoiding. You're resisting a necessary breakup, conversation, or conflict. A relationship held together by fear, habit, or denial rather than stability. For single, it's an indicator that you may be clinging to old patterns or beliefs that block true intimacy. This is the emotional earthquake. You will likely be reaping the consequences of putting this off for so long. Money, reverse, this pull points to a crisis narrowly avoided or possibly delayed. Dun dun dun. You may be patching financial issues instead of finding a permanent solution. Maybe a financial shakeup already happened and now you're dealing with the aftermath. This is an indicator that you are being given a chance to do things differently and smarter. For career, reversed indicates a disruption that you saw coming. You could be holding on to a job you knew wasn't a good fit. Maybe big changes behind the scenes with processes or organizational restructuring that you saw coming. This card means the worst has already happened and now you are rebuilding. It's a call to stop resisting the inevitable and realign with your truth. Personal reflections. I feel like this may be the most bad news card that you could pull in most situations.
I almost feel like it's like worse than death.
Yes.
You know?
Absolutely worse than death. I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
But I said it also seems like the bad situation is a product of your own making or denial.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the tower shrugs its shoulders at you and says, well, what did you expect?
Yeah, exactly. You're the one that did nothing about your situation.
Right.
And this is where you are.
Yep.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're on number 17, the star.
The star.
Wait, take one. Let me take one quick pause.
Okay. Yeah, wait. Alexa, what are my notifications?
You have one new notification from Alexa Weather. From Alexa Weather, U.S. National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning. It'll be in effect until 9:30 p.m. CDT.
Okay, so about 45 more minutes it's
Okay.
in effect. Thank you, Alexa. Okay, this card, the star.
You just made my day. Stay safe out there with that storm warning.
All right, let's focus.
Okay.
The star card.
The star.
So this is a naked woman. She's like kneeling. Her knee and leg are on land, but then her foot is in like maybe a pond or a stream.
Mm-hmm.
And she's pouring water from a pitcher into the stream. And then she has another pitcher in another hand that she's pouring into the grass that's slowly dripping into the stream.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a mountain behind her, a tree that has a bird in it, and then there is a bunch of the 6 pointed stars in the sky behind her. It's a very colorful, beautiful spring day, I feel like here.
Yeah, this card feels positive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's one big yellow star in the middle, and then 7 small white stars.
Okay.
So the naked woman represents vulnerability, authenticity, and returning to your free self. The water jugs, the one she's pouring into the pool, symbolizes intuition and subconscious. And the one on land is the material world. The 7 small stars represent the chakras.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and inner alignment. And then the large central star indicates divine guidance, hope, and a clear spiritual signal after chaos. Because this comes after the tower.
Okay.
The green landscape indicates growth and renewal, life returning after destruction.
Okay. Yeah, because it's after the tower.
Yep.
Okay.
So keywords: hope, inspiration, faith, renewal, healing, rejuvenation, spiritual guidance, and calm after chaos. The general meaning: this card arrives as a moment of profound healing and clarity. Its placement directly after the tower shows it is a time after a recent upheaval. Your hope is restored. You realize that the universe hasn't abandoned you, but is instead guiding you. You are renewing your faith in yourself and in the future. You feel inspired and aligned and open to what's coming next. It's a time to trust that you are being guided towards something better. The upright meaning: for love, upright is a signal of healing, hope, and emotional openness. A relationship moving into a gentler, more honest phase. Old wounds beginning to mend. Trust rebuilding naturally. If single, you're naturally attracting love by being authentic. No more forcing things. For money, this pull brings optimism, recovery, and renewed stability to your finances. You've cleared a difficult period and the dust is settling. You have a sense of clarity on how to move forward. New opportunities may be available to align with your values, not just your survival. For career, you found a creative spark. You feel reconnected to your calling, and your work is more meaningful and aligned with your spiritual fulfillment. New opportunities may arrive that feel guided or perfectly timed. This is a time of career rebirth. And then reversed meanings. For love, reversed is the opposite. You are still uncertain and feel disconnected after the storm has passed. Hope may feel harder to access, and trust in a relationship may be shaken. If single, past wounds are dimming your belief that love is safe or possible for you. This indicates a need for inner healing before connection can flourish. It's a sign that the heart is trying to relight its own pilot flame. Which I was like, oh, that's so sad.
Right. Oh.
For money, you feel discouraged due to lack of clarity surrounding your finances. You may feel stuck or pessimistic about the future. Maybe you're unsure how to recover from a setback. This is basically a calling to rebuild your confidence and not necessarily a sign of doom. But it's all up to you to believe in yourself. For career, a reversed pull is a signal of burnout, disillusionment, or loss of direction. Your job may feel uninspiring or without purpose. You might be questioning your path, your talent, or your long-term goals. It's an invitation to reconnect with what truly motivates you. Personal reflection. This card is going to tell you how you are reacting after a massive upheaval. It isn't talking about external factors, but how you are balancing things internally after the change. Moving on to number 18, the moon.
We have 4 cards left.
Yep.
Okay, the moon. This is actually the card that we got when we did
The Sisters Enchanted.
The Sisters Enchanted that we both interpreted very, very differently.
Mm-hmm.
So this particular one has like 2 dogs, wolves maybe. I see it as howling at the moon because the moon is up in the sky, and then there's 2 like pillars in the background.
Yeah, they're towers.
Towers, okay. So it looks almost like they're on a meadow, and then there's like a trail that leads through maybe some mountains. There's a little like pond or something that has a lobster coming out of it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all I really see in this one.
Okay. So the moon is a little weird. It's both full and crescent.
Yes, I almost was gonna say it's, to me, a combo of the sun and the moon.
Yeah.
But knowing it's the moon card,
right,
I hesitated to say that.
Right. So this symbolizes intuition, illusion, cycles, and the pull of the subconscious. The 2 dogs, one's a dog and the other is a wolf.
Oh.
So it's the tamed self versus the wild self. Instinct versus conditioning.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The clawing crawfish, he symbolizes raw subconscious rising from the depths.
Okay.
The winding path is the long, uncertain road ahead. The twin towers are gateway or thresholds and the boundary between the known and the mysterious.
Oh.
And then you see the little yellow, like, droplets that are coming down beneath
from the moon, yeah.
So those are moon droplets, and they represent spiritual messages, intuitive downloads, and cosmic signals.
Okay.
Keywords for this one: intuition, illusion, uncertainty, subconscious, dreams, fear, anxiety, hidden truths, and psychic sensitivity. General meaning: this signals a time when intuition is louder than logic. but also when fear of rejection or confusion may cloud the path. It's the card that asks you to navigate by your inner knowing rather than external clarity. You may be moving through a period of fog. Not everything is as it seems. Your intuition should be strengthened and trusted right now. Jesus, that scared me. Is that talking about the...
Yeah, tornado warning in your area.
Oh, mine is doing it. My phone's out there.
That scared me.
Yeah, that was terrifying. Tornado warning?
Oh, it disappeared now.
Oh. Real helpful.
Yeah, I don't know where it would be anymore. Like it's... Oh, wait. Okay. Tornado warning in this area until 9:30 p.m. Take shelter now in a basement or an interior room. Oh my God.
That's what the warning always means. The watch means there could be a tornado. The warning means one has been spotted.
Yeah, and that means that you should be at a higher alert.
Yes.
If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. How are you not, like, jarred by this?
Because we get tornado warnings, like, once a week.
The siren's going off.
Oh, the siren's going off, though. That is a little concerning.
Yeah.
The siren doesn't go off every time.
I'm actually going to stop our recording right now.
Okay.
We are back.
All right.
Little tornado scare.
Yeah.
The sirens are going off. We had to take cover.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay, so we're on to the upright meaning for the moon. So in love, this brings up uncertainty, intuition, and emotional complexity. Could be sensing something beneath the surface, like unspoken feelings or grievances. Emotions are probably running high with limited clarity as the why. I don't know why I made that rhyme.
You're a poet and you don't know it.
Right? So, assumptions are being made and distorting things. If single, you may be drawn to someone mysterious or unavailable, or you could be projecting your fears onto a new connection. For money, an upright pull signals a lot of confusion and hidden information surrounding your finances. Making big decisions right now could be risky, and not all the facts are visible. You may
The
have
siren's going off again.
anxiety around money, or old scarcity patterns could be resurfacing. So guys, this might be our last transmission.
Right? This is scary. Now, yeah, the tornado siren's going off again.
Yeah, it is.
Something's happening. I wish I knew where it's touching down.
Right.
Like, is it like 10 blocks away and we just don't see it because the sky's pitch black, or is it out in the county?
Right.
Like, you know?
I feel safer here because, like, we're real close to Lake Michigan.
Yes.
So,
But maybe like 10 years ago, there was a tornado that hit this neighborhood.
oh, this neighborhood?
This neighborhood.
Oh my God.
Yes. I live down the street, and the tornado, it was right around the time my daughter was getting off the school bus. So maybe longer than 10 years ago, probably about 15. But the school bus wasn't coming, and the sirens were going off. And the school was busy. And I ran, like, down to my neighbor's house, and I'm like, do you know what's going on with the kids? And she's like, the school didn't bus any of the kids. They're all at the school still.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh my God. Like,
yeah.
and it came through, and, like, I didn't have power for, like, 2 days.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was crazy. So, I live down the street.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, the sirens are going off at home, because I was thinking, I never hear the sirens go off during a tornado warning.
Yeah.
But
You're in a different city.
So
yeah.
it's like, oh, now my mom's calling me.
Okay.
Hello? I am not in the basement. I'm recording at Heather's.
Is she like, get your ass in the basement?
It's not good by Summers.
That's what I said I wanted to know.
Summers has got a lot of... Maybe we should go in the basement.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Because Summers is right here. We just went out there. Yeah, of course.
Okay, so this is going to be a crazy episode for you listeners because we just took cover in my basement because the tornado warning, the sirens went off twice, and then we both started getting text messages and calls asking if we were in the basement. So
Yep.
we went down in the basement and took cover.
Yes, we did.
And the tornado warning has been lifted for our area. It moved past pretty fast. We could hear the rain just pouring downstairs. It's still pouring, but thankfully the tornado has moved into the lake.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to finish up with the last 4 cards.
Yes.
And just know that we are dedicated to you people.
Yes. Okay, so I don't remember if we got all the way through money, so I'm just going to start back there. So we are on the upright meaning for the moon in a reading about money. This signals a lot of confusion and hidden information surrounding your finances. Making big decisions right now could be risky, as not all the facts are visible. You may be having some anxiety around money, or some old scarcity patterns could be resurfacing. For career, your career path has probably become unclear. You may be getting mixed signals or intuitive nudges. You could be unsure about your direction or role, or even just the motives of your coworkers. Workplace communication is probably murky and filled with hidden agendas, aren't they always? This is a time to listen inward. Your intuition knows more right now than your logic does. For reverse meaning, in love, reversed, this card is clarity emerging after confusion. The moment you see where fear was distorting your view. Misunderstandings may be clearing up. Perhaps you realize that you were projecting fears and making assumptions about the relationship. If single, you've already identified the negative patterns in your approach and you are rethinking them. In money, reversed indicates clarity returning and a warning to stay grounded. There may be some hidden information that has come to light, or financial anxieties are beginning to ease because you understand what is actually happening now. You've been releasing the points where fear have been driving your actions. In career, reversed, this card brings truth, clarity, and the end to some confusion. That uncertainty in your workplace begins to ease, and the true motives and dynamics are finally becoming clear. Biddy Tarot frames this as the moment your intuition becomes grounded and you see your career path for what it is. Personal reflections. This card is asking you to face your fears. It reminds you that sometimes you are the one blocking your own progress. Mm-hmm. You are the one holding yourself back. This card is a call to reevaluate whether you aren't taking action because you can't or because you won't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
All right. Number 19, the sun.
So this one is a bright, shining sun that has like all the Ray-Bans. It kind of reminds me of the sun. Like, why do I think Teletubbies? Like, it had the big sun.
Yes, with the baby face.
Yes, that's what it reminds me of. But it's like a very young child that has maybe flowers in their hair, and they're sitting on like a white horse. Maybe, I don't know if it's stacks of hay or if that's supposed to be a building, but there's sunflowers in the background, and then there's some kind of like red tapestry or flag or something that might be in the wind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the only thing I think that I put in here that you missed was that his crown is, he has a red feather in his crown.
Oh, yep, I see that. Mm-hmm.
Then he's sitting atop a white horse. I don't remember if you said that part.
Yeah, and at first I thought it was a unicorn. I don't know why. Like, I automatically made myself think that it was magical, like a unicorn.
Yeah.
And then I had to look at it again and been like, no, it's just a horse.
Right. Okay, so symbolism. The radiant sun symbolizes clarity, truth, vitality, success, and life force. The child on the white horse symbolizes innocence and freedom, letting yourself be true. The red feather is passion and creativity. The sunflower is growth and abundance, a natural flourish that spurs from alignment. And the walled garden is safety and harmony, a place where joy can thrive. The open arms of the child indicate confidence, openness, and a willingness to receive. Keywords: joy, success, vitality, positivity, confidence, clarity, freedom, and authenticity. General meaning: this is considered to be one of the most positive cards in the deck. This is joy and renewed energy after the clarity of the previous card. It signals a period of success, abundance, and positive outcomes headed your way. You are feeling confident as clarity replaces confusion and everything is becoming easier to understand. You feel a sense of freedom, warmth, and playfulness. Rediscovering your inner child type vibes.
Okay, inner child. Mm-hmm.
Upright meanings: in love, it's the pinnacle of emotional honesty. Relationships feel safe and open and genuine. Communication is clear and affection is reciprocated on both ends. You are radiating confidence and authenticity. You're in a real place to harbor healthy connections. For money, it's a signal of financial success and abundance. Positive outcomes are headed to you and financial clarity is returning. You feel empowered now that you better understand your situation. Money matters will improve with confidence and good, sound decision making. And listeners, that is thunder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you'll probably, I'm sure you heard it earlier, but it seems to be rumbling and rumbling.
It's been like an hour
Yeah.
since we've been hearing thunder. It's been pretty crazy over here. Oh my gosh.
So the sun upright for career represents achievement, recognition, and renewed energy. It's a sign of success, visibility, and praise for your work. Perhaps a project is coming along beautifully and it's allowed your talent to truly shine. If you've been feeling uncertain about your career path, the fog is clearing and your work feels more meaningful than ever before. Reversed meaning. For love, when the sun is reversed, it indicates that the light is still there, but something inside is dimming it. In love, joy is muted by doubt, insecurity, or misalignment. The relationship may be good on the surface, but something just feels off. You may be holding back due to doubt and fear, or you could be dimming your own light to keep the peace, which is a big one.
Yeah.
Your confidence is shaky, which is making it hard for you to trust yourself, let alone letting another person in. For money, reversed is an indicator of temporary setbacks or lack of clarity about your money. You could be feeling discouraged or unsure. There may be a situation that looked promising that didn't exactly deliver as you expected it to. This is not an indicator of a loss, it's just a delay. The path is still positive, but it's slower than you'd hoped.
Right.
And then for career, and it's an indicator of burnout, frustration, or feeling unseen. Maybe you aren't getting the recognition that you feel like you deserve. You feel like your contributions go unnoticed. This or something else could be leading to doubt in your own abilities and lower confidence, even though the potential for success is still strong. Personal reflections. The sun is light after darkness. Upright, you can see and feel the light. It brings positivity and confidence. Reversed, it doesn't mean that light is gone. It just means it's harder for you to see and reach for. I don't think the reversed is inherently negative. It's more a reminder of your internal power and ability to succeed. All right, number 20, Judgment.
This is a strange one. So, in the sky, what are they called? Heralds?
Heralds?
Hark the herald, angels sing.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Like, it's like an angel. That's what
Yes, it's an angel. It's actually Gabriel, I'll tell you that.
Okay. So, there's an angel in the sky that is playing some kind of horn, musical instrument. And then there's a flag that has, I don't think it's supposed to be a cross, but it is dividing the square into 4 sections.
Yeah, it's a red cross.
Okay. And then below, there is people in the water that are naked and, like, have their arms raised up to him. But they don't, to me, look like boats. They almost look like coffins that they're in. So that's why I think this is a little bit creepy.
Yeah, so they are coffins.
Okay.
There's also mountains in the background. The sky is blue. And then the Mindful Souls card shows a sun rising or setting behind the mountains, but the Rider-Waite card does not.
Okay.
So the angel is Gabriel. The symbolism of him blowing the trumpet, it's a divine wake-up call, a spiritual summons. The white flag with the red cross indicates purification, rebirth, and healing.
Okay.
The rising figures from coffins, renewal, resurrection, transformation, stepping out of the old self and into the new. The open arms is acceptance, readiness, and the willingness to embrace. And then the mountains in the distance is the permanence of truth and the stability that comes after awakening. The gray color is the past, old identities, and outdated patterns. Things that you are leaving behind. Keywords on this one: awakening, renewal, inner calling, rebirth, clarity, purpose, reckoning, transformation, and higher truth.
Okay. I didn't realize it until you said it, but their bodies are all like gray.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like skin toned.
Because they're resurrected.
Yeah. That would explain the coffins.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. God, these cards are crazy.
Right. So, general meaning, this is a sign of powerful awakening. This is the moment that you hear the call to step into your true self. It calls for honesty, accountability, and spiritual clarity. You are asked to elevate your past choices, release old versions of yourself, and rise into a more aligned self. It's a rebirth that comes from hearing and responding to your inner calling. You are letting go of guilt and shame and making decisions with clarity and self-honesty. Upright meaning, love is a symbol of relationship renewal. A moment of truth arrives and something needs to be addressed. Relationships can be deepened through honest conversation, forgiveness, and mutual clarity. If single, it indicates you're shedding old patterns and stepping into a new version of you that will draw the healthier version of love that you are craving. This card indicates a need for self-reflection and accountability that will lead to deeper connections. Money. This pull indicates that a big financial decision is headed your way. This requires clarity and evaluation before making a decision. You may be reviewing past choices and ensuring that your future ones are better and more conscious. It's a financial turning point that may arrive, offering a chance to reset or rebuild. It's a call to take responsibility and use past lessons to create a better future. In career, the upright meaning represents purpose, calling, and the need for decisive action. You may feel drawn to a new path or a new project. A moment of recognition or evaluation may occur. This is a call to step into work that is more meaningful to you. Reversed meanings for love. This card is an indicator of self-doubt, avoidance, or fear of repeating old patterns. You may be ignoring your inner truth in a relationship for the benefit of the other party. Fear of making the wrong choice has you paralyzed. If single, old wounds and outdated standards are holding you back from finding new love. It's a signal of reluctance to self-reflect regarding your relationships. For money, reverse pull signals hesitation, poor self-trust, and repeating of past mistakes. You may be avoiding financial decisions or refusing to look at the full picture. Old patterns like overspending, scarcity thinking, or procrastination are seeping back in. This is a wake-up call that you are trying hard not to hear. For career, it indicates stagnation, ignoring your true calling, and self-doubt. You may feel stuck because you are afraid to leave the comfortable position of the now and take the next steps. You also may be suffering from imposter syndrome, not believing that you are capable, or clinging to an old role that no longer fits. This is an indicator that you are ignoring that inner call to move forward. Personal reflection. This is a signal that the call has come. The inner guidance has spoken. Upright or reverse seems to be the factor that determines if you are meeting that call or avoiding it. All right, and last but not least, number 21, the world.
The world. Okay. So this one is similar to the Wheel of Fortune, where it has the angel in the corner, the eagle in the corner, the lion in the corner, and the bull in the corner. And then in the center is a woman with like some kind of fabric twirled around her. Mm-hmm. She's holding two batons. And then she's in like a wreath is around her that has some red ribbon on it. Mm-hmm. And it appears to be like a blue background. So in the sky.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Yes.
Yep.
So the cloth that she's wrapped in, I thought it looked white on the card, but it's actually purple.
Okay. Yeah, it looks kind of pinkish.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
The laurel wreath is a symbol of completion, achievement, wholeness, and the successful end of a cycle.
I couldn't think what that wreath was called. I knew there was a name.
Yeah, laurel.
For this.
The laurel wreath. The red ribbons on the wreath symbolize eternity, infinite cycles, and the seamless flow between beginnings and endings. The dancing woman symbolizes freedom, integration, mastery, in alignment with your true self. The purple scarf is spiritual wisdom, sovereignty, and the freedom that comes with knowledge of the self. The four creatures are the same with the Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. They echo figures in the Wheel of Fortune card, and they symbolize cosmic harmony and universal support. The blue background symbolizes the vastness of heaven, limitless, expansion, and cosmic completion. Keywords: completion, integration, wholeness, achievement, fulfillment, harmony, mastery, success, closure, and a new cycle beginning. Which it makes sense that this is the last card.
Like almost like summing everything up.
Yep.
Like, okay, yep.
General meaning: this is the culmination of a major journey when everything comes together and fits. It represents completion, fulfillment, and successful integration of all lessons learned. You've reached a milestone, so pat yourself on the back, homie. There's a sense of wholeness in you now. You feel at peace. This is a call to celebrate the moment and give yourself props for the hard work it took to get here. It also indicates what we all already know: when one door closes, another opens. A new cycle is on the horizon, and you are here to answer the call. Upright for love signals fulfillment, harmony, and wholeness in a relationship. The relationship has reached some kind of milestone. There's more commitment, stability, and understanding flowing freely back and forth. You feel seen and supported and in line with your partner. If single, you have completed an old romantic cycle and you are ready to step into the new cycle where you find a healthier connection that is more integrated with your true self. Money. Upright signals success, completion, and financial stability. A long-term financial goal has finally been met. You've reached a saving milestone. Maybe you're feeling confident and in control of your finances for the first time in a while. Your past lessons have shaped wiser and more grounded money habits. For career, upright signals achievement, mastery, and the completion of a major chapter in your career. Maybe a project that comes to a beautiful completion, and your work is recognized and celebrated. Maybe you just got a promotion or one is headed your way. You feel professional fulfillment because you've integrated your skills and you are ready for the next evolution. Now, reverse meanings. For love, it signals incompletion, hesitation, or a cycle that hasn't fully resolved. A relationship may feel almost there, but not quite right. Loose ends, unspoken truths, and lingering doubts are rearing their head. Maybe you are hung up on an old relationship or carrying old patterns into a new relationship that don't make any sense here. There's some kind of unfinished emotional lessons that require closure to fully move forward. Reverse for money signals delays, incomplete goals, or feeling stuck at the finish line. A financial milestone is within reach, but not yet achieved. You could be feeling frustrated by slow progress or encountering unexpected obstacles. There is a need to tie up loose ends and complete paperwork or revisit your budget. It could also be a signal of fear of stepping into a new financial phase. You are close, but something is still holding you back. For career, stagnation, unfinished projects, or resisting a needed transition. There may be a stalled project, or you could be staying in a role that you've already outgrown. Recognition or success feels delayed even though you've already done the work, which we all know can be frustrating.
Yeah, for sure.
This indicates a cycle that has not been fully closed. You are meant to move on, but something internal or external is slowing that shift. You're ready for the next level, but still tethered to the old one. And then personal reflections. The end of the Major Arcana that just feels right. This is the card that reminds you the cycle ends, but it is also continuous. One door closes and the next opens. Trust yourself, celebrate your wins, and embrace the transformation that this card is calling you to.
Wow.
Yep. And that's the end.
Wow. What an exciting episode this is. I think I'm going to leave in our responses to the sirens going off.
Yeah.
Like, all that.
Yeah, for sure, because that's a part of our journey.
Yeah. This is... Remember that one episode we recorded during a tornado?
Yeah. It went right by the window. And then we saw Toto.
Cows. All right. That was awesome. That was a lot of work that you did, Sharon. And I mean, it really showed how much research you did. Like,
yeah.
Each card. So detailed.
There is so much nuance for each one, you know? And it's like, I didn't want to, like, leave out parts or only include the ones that were, like, interesting to me, you know? Or the ones that, like, called to me, because some of them I couldn't see what it was trying to portray, but for the most part, I want to say, like, on first impressions, for the most part, I was like, okay, I can get it.
Yeah.
I can kind of see what it's trying to say, and it would match what I researched, so...
I really think that the next time we record, we should do like a reading session.
Yeah.
For me. I'd like you to read me.
Okay. Yeah. We can do that. Awesome.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, well gosh, that was super awesome.
Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. If there's anything I got wrong or anything, is there any card that you, when you are reading, see differently than like what most people see?
Okay.
That's something I'd be interested in knowing for sure.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
You can reach us on any of the socials or reach out and say hi at hexhavenpodcast@gmail.com.
So have a great night. Stay safe.
Yeah, don't get blown away in the tornado, guys.
And thank you for listening.
Bye.
Original theme music for Hexhaven Podcast has been written, recorded, and produced by Matt Shaw.